Good evening and welcome to the vanEupen. I'm Patrick. I'm delighted to welcome you to coverage of Vauxhall Motors fixture against Macclesfield FC. This show is brought to you by vanEupen. In this show, I'll speak to coach Mark Cowan, Simon Thelwell, and we'll look back at extended highlights and I'm joined on commentary by Steve Hilton. Let's kick this show off with Mark Cowan.
Mark, a big game tonight. What are your thoughts on it?
It's a great occasion for the club. You know, we're expecting a big following from Macclesfield. You know, we're hearing there's lots of people coming to support us from the local community, which is great. So it's just going to be a great occasion, and we're all looking forward to it. But ultimately, I can't wait to just get the game going now.
Does the postponement on Saturday help or hinder?
Helps because you know, they've played a lot of games, and a lot of our lads are Sunday League, play Sunday League football as well. And all the Sunday League games are postponed, so I can imagine this is the first time they've had a real rest for a good sort of, you know, if you think back to November, we had a week where there was 3 games postponed when we were in that sort of really bad spell of 9 games where we drew 1, lost 8, and when we come back for that, we went on a really good run, so I think it does us a bit of good.
Looking back at the cup win on Wednesday, that's given the team a lot of momentum, surely.
Yeah, hopefully we can, you know, continue to ride that crest of the wave, really. You know, going to Prenton Park, albeit against, you know, Rovers under-18 teams with 2 pros, 2 young pros, but still, you know, go in there and putting on a performance that we did. We got the job done, and everyone, you know, there's a good feel-good factor around the changing room and the place as well after it.
So Macclesfield are flying high at the top of the table. How do Vauxhall get a result tonight?
I think, you know, there's been a lot of talk today about whether the game's going to be on or off because of the pitch, the state of the pitch, but I think with them playing on Astro, it might actually suit us that they have to come here on a Tuesday night. It's wet, it's a grass pitch, it's going to be, maybe doesn't suit their style of football. It might just give us an advantage, it might not. They're a very, very good side, but we'll see.
Well, good luck tonight, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Come back at last Wednesday's big winner, Tranmere. How good was it to progress in that competition?
Yeah, you know, quarter final. It was a good night. It was nice to play at Prenton Park. You know, they played the young guns, and you know, I think it was really good for us as a team. And you know, it's just a semi-final of a competition that, you know, again, it's another 3 hit in it. We'll go to there, and we'll be expected to be beat. So it's another 3 hit for us again.
You seem to be really enjoying yourself in that game. You were spraying balls around like it was no one's business.
I don't know about that. Most of them went out of play probably, but no, I like playing at the back, and it's all right. If my passing boots are on, some days they're all right. Some days they're a bit wayward, but yeah, all right.
I think you're doing yourself a bit of a disservice there. Thanks for joining us, Simon. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks very much.
I'm delighted to say that I'm joined for tonight's commentary duties against Macclesfield by Steve Hilton, Hilton himself. Welcome back to commentary duty, Steve.
Thanks for having me back. Looking forward to this one.
So what do you make of tonight's game against Macclesfield?
It's going to be a big one. Under the lights, pitch is nice and damp. You know, the top of the league, they're running away with it, I think, a bit now. They've got a couple of games in hand, go 5 or 6 points clear, I think. But it's going to be a battle, but you know, that's what you want to play football for. And they drew a few away, so you know, they're not being smashing teams, although they've won the last 2-4-0. But they're not smashing teams out the water for the quality they've got. So I'm hoping we can get amongst them and give it a good go tonight. Build on last week's win.
Well, as you mentioned, Macclesfield, top of the league. How did Vauxhall get a result tonight?
Just, man, everyone's got to do the job. Everyone's got to be switched on. You know, they have a bit of quality. There's a lot of ex-pros in there, played in the football league. So everyone's just got to be up for it, do the job, and you know, not be afraid to want the ball, and you know, have a good quality.
You're expecting a decent following from Macclesfield. It's going to be a feisty affair tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, there'll be a few fans here, which is great for the club. Get a few quid behind the bar and the gates and that. So it'll be good to see a big crowd of Vauxhall tonight. Hopefully we can send the Macclesfield fans back down the 56 the tail between the legs.
You referenced it briefly before, the game against Tranmere last week,
Yeah.
in the Cheshire Senior Cup. Great result for the club.
Fantastic, yeah, the boys done really well. It was a great start. I mean, the conditions were horrendous. The winds, it was wet again, but I think it was 24 seconds he scored, so it was a great start. I mean, Sammy played a young team, but you know, you've got a job to do, and you know, I thought we could have been for 4 or 5 up at half time and keep the ball off the save, and missed a couple of, you know, guilty chances really, but great results, big on semi-final against Stockwell County, another big game.
2 wins away from Cup glory now, that will really give the team some momentum.
Yeah, I mean, everyone want to play in the Stockwell County game. They're flying in the conference. It's a lovely stadium, Stockwell, big ground again, so you know, hopefully we'll get a big crowd there. Like you say, it's 1 game away from Wembley, so the likes of tonight, people are playing for the, you know, for the place of that game as well. So hopefully we can build on our league position towards the end of the season, and then we've got that cup game to look forward to.
Thanks for joining us, Steve. As I said, Steve will be joining me on commentary duties for tonight against Macclesfield. It's a game of 2s tonight. The date reads 2-2-2-2-2-2. Vauxhall looking for 2 wins out of 2. After a 2-0 win against Tranmere in the Cheshire Senior Cup, put them 2 wins away from Cup glory. But as the Spice Girls once said, 2 must become 1, and I'm delighted to be joined on commentary by Vauxhall Motors former number 1, Steve Hilton. Steve, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, again, thanks for having me. Second stint at the co-commentary. Looking forward to this one. Massive game in the toppers. Decent card in there tonight, so yeah, should be a good game.
Vauxhall's get us underway. It's a cracking atmosphere here tonight, Steve.
Yeah, big crowds in. Good to see so many people come to a game on a blustery Tuesday night, cold Tuesday night. But we need to get off to a good start here.
Link it up with Hansen, he cuts inside, comes to centre. Duffy looking for options. Plays it's a good pass into the box. It's across the 6-yard box, and it's a goal for Macclesfield.
Great ball, cut it in half. Great easy ball down the channel.
Duffy initially was looking for options, and he waited and he waited, and he found an excellent pass to Friedman on the right hand side. He cut into the box, played it across the 6-yard box, and I think it was Tom Clare who just had the easy tap in.
Very Manchester City-esque, that ball down the channel.
Riley's on the ball now, looking for the pass. Berkey. He links up with Riley again. A good pass from Moskov. Pass from Goulbourne. It was whipped in just above the bar. The keeper was stretching for it, but there was no one attacking it. He'd floated in. And the touch from Riley just sent it away from Cooper. Now Macclesfield can break, clear. James Berry's going to front up Thelwell. Cuts in the space for Dans now. He takes the shot. He shoots across the goalkeeper and nestles into the bottom corner.
We had a bit of possession there, and it's just one of them where they play the ball's scrappy come out. And just a little touch that's put them in. And away 3-on-2 in the counter attack.
There was a chance for Vauxhall to put some pressure on the goalkeeper. And a mistake from Riley sent the ball away from Cooper's grasp, and there was a 3-on-2, as you said, Steve, and eventually came to Dans, who shot the ball back where it came, past Mike Dixon.
He just tried to stretch his foot to stop it. It's wrong-footed. Our man at 2-0 down. Could be a long 90 minute get back into this. You see that in Premier League games when you know the big club that's dead, and then a tackle goes in or a shot.
Dixon's a full stretch to parry out the shot from, can't quite see who it is. I think it's James Berry.
Yeah, it was a great save. That was going right in the top corner.
It's on the edge of the box on the left hand side. He cuts in with his right foot, and he didn't hit it too hard. He just scooped his foot underneath the ball, and Dixon was at full stretch.
Yeah, he shaped it. He bent it, tried to go back in towards the goal. Mikey Dixon's more than equal to it.
Maxwell send the corner in. It's headed away with a force. Is it Neil Dans again?
Forced to kneel down on the edge of the box. Without much hesitation, he sends the ball back towards the goal, and it's that corner again. Keeper's bottom right-hand corner. And he was rooted to the spot, Mikey Dixon.
That's bottom right corner, Mikey Dixon, back to it today.
The corner was initially unchallenged and Vauxhall got a head on it, but it fell to Dans on the edge of the box. Quick chest control on his right foot, and it's in that bottom corner.
Chance, Dans. Definitely back against the walls now, 3-0 down. About 7 minutes to go the first half, and
Cairns gets us underway again. We're approaching half time now, Steve. What will Mick McGrath's message be to his team?
we need to score the next goal. That's it, I don't know. We're going out the game. We need to make it 3-1.
Claire's going to attack Mitchell. He plays it inside, and it falls. Deflection from Freeman's pass, bobbled into another Macclesfield player. Perfect position, and he just tucks it away with his left foot into Mikey Dixon's bottom left-hand corner. Once again, keeper rooted to the spot.
That's twice we've been done by deflections or unlucky touches. That's put it straight into their hands. 4-0 down. It's probably
if the battle wasn't already uphill, it is now.
we might be playing a bit of pride here, I think. But stranger things have happened in football, Patrick.
Dan sends Freeman away. Freeman looking to get into the box again. He's managed to skip past 2 defenders, challengers. Comes to Dan's. This time keeper's equal to it, but it was Dan's with the shot. Dixon was equal to it, but it fell right to James Berry's feet, and all he had to do was lift it over the keeper. Now it's 5 for Macclesfield.
Yeah, Mikey Dixon saved the initial shot. It's come back again. And 5-0 down. I think that's definitely game over now. As we say, we need to score the next goal 3 or 4 minutes ago when it was 3-0 down. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to be down to rotations now in regard to scoreline. 2 goals the last couple of minutes just before half time. Still any chance of getting this game right off.
It's going to be a long second half of Vauxhall. He gets a decent cross in. And totally unmarked in the box. It's Keelan Adams with the left-footed tap-in. The ball looked like it evaded everyone. Adams ghosted into the box right at the last minute for an easy tap-in. He makes it 6 for Macclesfield.
I don't know where our full-back's gone. Justin Kelly, I don't know where he's been dragged in or what, but it's an easy finish. I wouldn't say it was a killer cross either. 6 yards out, easy finish, 6-0.
And he's still looking for options even this late stage. There we have it, the ref blows his whistle, full time. The Motors are riding high after the midweek cup victory last week against Tranmere Rovers, but they've been brought back down to reality by the league leaders Macclesfield FC. Goals from Dans, he got 2 for himself, Claire, 2 from James Berry, and a late one from Keelan Adams. Where'd you start with that one, Steve? How'd you sum that one up?
I think it's just one of them, you've got to put it to bed now. It's done, it's dusted, we weren't great. Macclesfield are a quality team, you can see the quality they've got with, really impressive Mendy and Dans tonight. Just like you say, Saturday's around the corner, we've just got to put a performance in Saturday, get it out of our system as quick as we can, and move on. Massive gulf in finances for the Macclesfield team. Obviously going to win the league, I think, only by a canter now. So, got to lick our wounds and move on and put a shift in. Get back to basics, Saturday, put a shift in and put 3 points on the table.
Tough learning experience for the Motors tonight as the Macclesfield players embrace and applause their fans. My thanks to Steve for joining me on commentary. Thank you, Steve.
Not a problem. It's been a pleasure. Just a pity the scoreline where it was last time when we won 2-1, but you know, with football at the end of the day, I'm sure we'll bounce back on Saturday.
Well, as you mentioned, Steve, fortunately for Vauxhall, there's a game just around the corner. It's a home tie against Barnoldswick Town.